dugsiga boardingka iyo maalinlaha ah ee Amano Boarding and Day School.
Assalamu alaikum, it's me Teacher Hussein. Welcome back class 7. Today we are going to have our last science class, which is about the exam topics, the topics that will show up in the exam. To begin with, let's see where our science exam falls in the final term timetable. So the science exam will be on Sunday 14th of June 2020. Okay, so that's when the exam will be. Now let's see the exam topics. So in chapter 1, with about health education, we'll see nutrition like proteins, carbohydrates, fats and vitamins, and some examples of the foods that are rich in these types of nutritions. Okay, we'll also see in chapter 1 the nutritional deficiency diseases. One of the components of the balanced diet, like the proteins, the vitamins, the fats, lipids, this is missing in your diet. What kind of disease are you likely to have? Okay, so nutritional deficiency and their signs. Main elements of the first aid. First aid, we'll see the first aid, right? Some questions from the first aid. Animals. In animals, we will see, you will see in the exam the components of the circulatory system, like the heart, the blood and blood vessels, functions of the circulatory system, excretory system, organs of the excretory system and their functions, and some parts of some of the excretory organs, like the parts of the kidney, right? The parts of the kidney. Plants. In plants, you'll see the parts of the flower. You'll also see pollination and its types, cross and self-pollination, seed and fruit development, plant tropism like geotropism, phototropism. You'll see this in the exam, right? You'll see this in the exam. In chapter 4, you'll see recycling, environment. In the environment, you'll see recycling. Things to be recycled like cow dung, sawdust, etc. Right? This will be in the exam. In agriculture, which is chapter 5, you'll see the livestock diseases. You'll also see the ways to control livestock diseases. You'll also see livestock parasites, right? Routine farm activities will also be part of the exam from that chapter. In chapter 6, which is light, reflection of light will be there, refraction of light will be there, rainbow formation, which is part of refraction, will also be there in the exam. In chapter 7, we will see the methods of heat conservation, how the heat is conserved. In chapter 8, which is about magnetism, we will see the types of magnets, magnetic field lines, methods of magnetic induction, definition of magnetic and non-magnetic materials, circuits and their types will also be there. Okay. In chapter 9, force and motion will be there, types of forces. Right? In chapter 10, matter, mixtures, atoms and their structure, ions, all this will be there in the exam. In chapter 11, which is about water resources will be there, source of water will be there, water pollution, making polluted water safe. All this will show up in the exam. Thank you.